What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking out the Ki-102 OTSU, a 3.7 battle rating Japanese heavy fighter. Why did they have to be Yaks? You know, this is one of those planes that you guys have been requesting for some time. I've been putting off because it's a challenging plane to use because of its lack of maneuverability. It's a heavy fighter after all, and heavy fighters, generally speaking, aren't very maneuverable. They tend to be more of a boom and zoom aircraft, and that's certainly the case here. I saw this Yak coming in, and I thought, oh my god, am I going to actually get a shot at this thing? He's in a dogfight with this Ki-102, and sure enough, this guy is actually climbing along with me, thankfully. And this isn't just an ordinary Yak 3. As I get closer, and as I get in within gun range, I can see it's red. It's a Yak 3P. I can't pass up this opportunity. Come on. Turn right in front of me. Turn right in front of me. I'm not here. Yes! I cannot properly express how excited I was to get that kill. A Yak 3P of all things, and I ended up taking out with a Ki-102. That's not something I was expecting to get. When I saw this when I saw this request from you guys, normally I'd like to fight the American planes so that I could get, you know, B-25 spam and go up against that. Instead, of course, I get the Soviets, and usually Soviet teams don't have a whole lot of bomber spam at this tier. Usually you see it at the IL-2 battle range and the IL-10, so much different from this. This is a 3.7. I got all the way up here to a 4.7, which is why you saw that Yak 3P in here. Quite a bit of Yak 9s, and he's even an LA-7 that's up high. We're going to have to deal with him at some point. Actually, an A-7's going to have to deal with him. I got other issues to deal with. I got this Yak 19 I got to shoot down. Oh, just a little too late. I get wiped out by the Ki-96. That's a premium Japanese heavy fighter. Not a plane you see very often, but here in the last couple of months I've been seeing a lot more of them. Which is kind of surprising. I think War Thunder in 1.57 has seen a lot more heavy fighters introduced with the Do 335, the Ki-83, the P-61s. And I think that's also sparked the interest of a lot of people in exploring what other bombers, or excuse me, heavy fighters are out there. I'm seeing a lot more of the more unusual heavy fighters being flown. It's not quite the same as, you know, as your standard fighter, but I'm seeing a pretty healthy ratio of heavy fighters now being flown. And thankfully we got the A7M who's bothered to climb to deal with this LA-7. Because there's absolutely no way I would have been able to climb up there and deal with him in time. The A7 is a very good plane. I don't know how many of you guys have used that thing. Either the A7M1 or the A7M2. The 2 was a very interesting plane when it was introduced. It was up-tiered so that you were facing Bearcats and Tiger Cats. It's since been brought back down in battle rating, so I think it's 3.7 or 4.0. It's a lot more favorable ranking. So after missing on the other Yak 9T, I wanted to get this one. I want to bag him with this 57mm cannon. Oh, just got him with that 20mm, I believe. This thing has one 57mm cannon in the nose and two 20mm on the underside of the fuselage. So the accuracy of these guns are remarkable. I just waited and let this Yak 9 decide what he wanted to do. He flew straight for a while, and then he showed an interest in my teammates, so I knew that he wasn't interested in me, so I just followed him and just waited for him to make his move. And there we go, he's interested. Oh, this thing does not roll at this speed. This is a big plane. He's going head on. Oh, nice hit. Left wing. Let's see how maneuverable a Yak is now. Just off. Spray the 20s. Comes with 400 rounds. Oh, there we go. You got 400 rounds of 20mm ammunition, so you can spray that quite a bit. The 57mm, however, only comes with 16 rounds, and this is arguably the biggest drawback for this plane, in my opinion. You just run out of ammo so quickly. You have to be very, very conservative with your shots. Not just because you'll go through your ammunition, but keep in mind when you shoot your weapons quickly, your aim tends to wobble all over the place. So if you want accurate shots, you have to be patient, just take your time. A good plane to learn that trigger discipline with is the Yak-9T, which coincidentally we faced a couple of times in this game. If you hold down the Yak-9T's trigger button a little too long, you'll spray the rounds all over the place. And occasionally, I've done this a couple of times, but occasionally you'll even actually shoot down one of your teammates. I hate when that happens, but it has happened a couple of times to me. See, the LA-7 took down the A6M. The A7M, however, is on the LA-7's tail. I don't know Cherry myself, but I know the clan guys are a very good team of fighter pilots. But the A7 is right on his ass. There we go. Nice job, guys. Nice job. I have to give that guy a lot of credit because he actually climbed. I see too many guys dive after the first fighter or the first bomber that they see. He actually climbed and maintained altitude the entire battle, and I have to give him a lot of credit. Actually, looking around, I have to give the whole team as a whole credit because we actually all stayed above 2 kilometers for the majority of this battle. The Soviet team didn't drop to a very low altitude until quite late in the game. They only lost 2 planes in the entire game. You know, I love teams like this, but they are very rare, and they're getting seemingly even more rare anymore. Even with Japan, believe it or not, even with Japan, I'm noticing teams are not climbing and maintaining their altitude. So with 2 air kills, we managed to rack up just over 3,000 in RP and just over 43,000 in Silver Lions on a premium account. Not bad, all considering the fact that I was in a heavy fighter and fully up-tiered against Yak-3Ps and Yak-9Ts, LA-7. They got some pretty good planes over there. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.